So don't throw fake ice into a cheap glass is the moral of the story. A Campari Spritz is the cousin of the popular Aperol Spritz, an Italian aperitif made with Aperol. The Spritz was invented back in the 1800s in Italy as a way to water down sparkling wine by mixing in, well, water. It wasn't until the 1950s that the Aperol Spritz took the form it has today. This was a fun one, and it only took me one day to make it, and I really hope that doesn't show in the edit. First, I started off with the spins of each product, which was a pretty simple mask and pan in while adding a rotation. I also had a 3200 Kelvin light gelled up with pink and orange to get that orange hot spot on the side of the bottles. The Topo Chico is a little red for my taste, but it matched the Campari in the edit. The glass coming into the frame is me just pulling the glass off the table with a fishing line, then reversing the clip so it looks like it is coming up into frame, and it's pretty simple. Then the dangerous scene, which didn't start out that way, the fake ice going into the cup. I rigged a few gels with tape and made a luge type thing and angled it so it made it into the cup when I poured the ice down it. I tried this probably 10 times, most in 240 frames per second, and then I tried a few in 24 frames per second, and it shattered the glass. Pretty good too, it went everywhere. It really did shock me how much glass there was in the garage. No one got hurt though, so that's always good. Except the glass, of course. The Prosecco Cork Pop is a really funny story and one of perfect timing actually. I only had 2 large bottles of Prosecco and I didn't want to open both of them as we would have to drink them because I didn't want to waste $30. The first attempt I hit record and started to pull the cork out ever so slightly so it would go off on its own. And then we had a power outage just as the cork popped. So that shot was a dud, a complete dud. And I basically wasted $16. Well, we still drank it, but. The second one I did the same thing and tapped on the bottle to get it to pop. It scared me to say the least, but I think the shot came out pretty good if I do say so myself. Now for the pouring shots, I used my C-stand with a rig at the end to set the bottles on. And on the other side, I had my camera mounted on a Manfrotto monopod head. I just double-sided taped the bottles to the metal plate and shot this at 240 frames per second to get the desired look. My favorite shot from this shoot was the glass filling up from the underneath view. I put my camera under a glass table, used a standard light reflector, put some fake ice in there, and put a light over top so it reflected all that light to the bottom. I used the 50mm f1.2 with the Mikai macro tube set for this shot, and just poured the Campari and Prosecco in there about a shot each to get this look. I think it looks pretty cool and I'm proud of it. Then for the end shot, I tried a few looks. I ended up settling for one with a 3200 Kelvin light shining through the back of the Campari bottle to get that glow and added an orange peel to the glass to finish it off. Then a glitch to the logo at the end. To save time, I use Artlist sound effects library to get all of the sound effects. Not a sponsorship, but they do have a ton of stuff to choose from. And I do have a code down below in the description where you too can start your subscription today. Overall, the Campari Spritz is a great drink and I highly recommend trying it out. And it also made a fun ad to make. And that wraps up this video. I hope you got something from this. Make sure to hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you aren't already. Comment down below if you have a question or you just want to say hey. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.